because I don't know. There's nothing I'm doing weird.
Oh, starting. Bridge?
Shane, that's awesome. Hopefully you get the sense of humor. And I'm sure you did.
Oh, shit.
What's that? We're
I
back?
think we're live again.
All right, we're back.
All right.
Well, the ads work. That's great.
Oh, are we offline?
Performance issues again.
Yeah, we might be going offline again.
We apologize ahead of time. We're going to keep trying. If it doesn't work, then, I don't know, I'll try another night. But thanks
What?
Thanks for everybody who came out anyway. So.
Says we're good.
Are we good?
All right,
We'll
we're
try
good.
this for another couple minutes.
No.
Like 10 more minutes, because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are recording us talk crap or not.
Actually, we were all good. We didn't talk
No.
crap about anything.
No, never.
No.
Never.
Shane, I'm glad you enjoyed the SEMA coverage. What one was your favorite video? The serious ones on the nice builds, or the
What do you guys want to know about
judging the
SEMA?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Yeah, what do you wanna know?
You want the insider view? Just ask us.
So
So we had one of our videos kind of went a little bit of a bubble, a little bigger than we expected. A little bit.
We can't show buddies, or can we? We're gonna get demonetized now
We get demonetized for
being minty.
we had the mic in the way by accident too. If you no, I got it all good. All right.
Rich, that's on the
So-
delay.
Oh right. Oh, yeah.
Easy on the Coca-Cola, eh?
No. SEMA was great. What
I think we're offline again.
our
Are we online?
We're online.
our
Are you looking at this?
No, I'm not looking at that.
Why
I'm
not?
looking at this.
Well, that's what you need to look at. Can't just assume.
Yeah,
that-
but I can't read anything over there.
anyway back to SEMA.
Back to SEMA, guys. What do you want to know?
So we went into SEMA. This is our first year. We took it very relaxed. We actually went with our families, and we had a great relaxing time. We spent a full week in Vegas rather
was
than
great. It was
the
great.
5 days. Yeah,
we did we're gonna be releasing a car review.
yeah.
A very serious
very serious.
very serious car review
Yeah.
that we did.
Of our rental vehicle for the week.
We didn't rent a vehicle, remember?
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, we had a great time. We rented a house off the strip. We had nice accommodations. We enjoyed ourselves immensely. We didn't go to SEMA all 5 days or 4 days. It was Tuesday to Friday. We skipped Thursday. We checked out the Grand Canyon and checked out Red Rock. We had a great time. And then while we were at SEMA, we rushed through like madmen trying to figure out what to videotape.
That place is so big that we walked by BS for Build Car the first day and didn't even see it because there's just so much cool stuff to look at.
Yeah, we walked by Freiberger's car as well.
Yeah, I walked by so many.
everybody.
It's just because we were under a time crunch.
We didn't
and-
even see the Ferrari-powered Mustang. So
No.
I saw it.
Did
I
you
walked
see it?
by and I'm like, yeah, somebody. I don't know.
Not worth talking about.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah.
That's no Audi LS, but you know.
So yeah, we did a
We just didn't have time to look at everything the way we would want to,
no.
just because of how things went down, and
that's us trying to be very relaxed too.
Yeah.
Right.
and
Right.
I was still running around like crazy. It's such a huge place. Like, you guys don't understand. It's massive. It's not like going to Walmart and walking around and you
Well,
see
it's not like any other car show because you can go to like the biggest one that we've gone to
Yeah,
is like Motorama.
Motorama. That's
Still one
easy.
building.
And you can
It's
see
one
it
building. Yeah.
one day. You can see it all, and you're in and out, and
That's
you're done.
half
right?
of one building, or not even half.
Right.
That's a quarter of one of the buildings, and there was like 4.
So we did a couple of review videos, and we tried to get them out as fast as possible. Aaron was editing at night, and yeah, those were all right. But then we were told of the SEMA builds that don't actually run or move or anything. So we thought, well, we're gonna have a good time, and we'll just.
But we didn't actually see any cars that wouldn't run, other than Buddy's car at the time didn't run.
No.
And that's all we were ever really trying to say about any of these cars.
Which car was that? That was.
Does it run or doesn't it? We're not really.
Is that Adam LZ's car?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it was funny because you're like, it's probably a cam sensor. Somebody's like, yeah, it was just a ground on the cam sensor.
cam sensor,
and they
because
got it figured
we
out.
know those problems, right? And we're just having fun. fun with it because like everybody rips on the Audi about how like there's some negativity, right? It's a big pile of crap.
There's a lot of negativity.
Yeah, there is, but there's a
That's
lot of
fine.
positivity too. But we take it as it goes, so you know.
Yeah.
What do you say about cars that everybody knows everything about?
To
Right.
be honest, I haven't watched any of Adam
yeah.
LZ's stuff. I don't know anything about his car. So when I walked up to and looked at it,
We
looked
only
really cool.
saw TJ Hunt's car because someone spotted in the background of one of our videos.
Oh,
Like,
and
oh,
commented.
that's his car.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
didn't know
better
where it
talk
was.
about
It's
it.
not like there's like a big list of like all the cars are here. Like it's just a crapshoot there if you walk by it or if you're a big fan and watch it.
Yeah,
But to
or if
be
you
honest,
find somebody on Instagram and they
Like,
tell you where it is.
exactly because most of the time, like we don't have time to watch every YouTuber car
No.
YouTube. It's so you know like
I did not know who TJ Hunt was before
I still don't
somebody
know.
said that was TJ Hunt's car. I'm like, oh.
I didn't even know it was Adam LZ's car, and I've met Adam LZ. Like, sorry guys,
You should know.
I should know. Yeah.
So unfortunately, the video came kind of negative because a lot of people watched it that
If you're Canadian,
don't know
you get
who
it.
we are.
Yeah, yeah.
But don't get our sense of humor because like when we walked up to Adam LZ's car, we're like, well, the rad in the trunk, that's not gonna work. It's like that was a joke. We
Yeah,
have a
we
car
have a
with
rad
a
in the
rad in
trunk.
the trunk.
It's just new guys looking at stuff.
Yeah, and that's okay. We want to apologize to all those people who were really upset that we
seem
put
to have
down their
upset,
heroes cars.
I am not
Okay.
apologizing.
He's
to
Canadian.
anybody.
That's him saying
And-
he's not
and you
apologizing,
gotta-
but he's not.
Is that Hoogie?
Yeah.
Just
Question for
just ban him, ban him. Just get him out of here. He has nothing good to say. I don't know.
Hoogie, you need to go see a doctor.
You know what, Oogie? I will check that out for you, free of charge. You're a friend of mine. I don't mind checking it out.
Oh, and yeah, Dan Atkinson, sorry about Patreon. We did.
Yeah, we did get those. We should
Adam?
get those.
Adam, there's going to be some midget videos coming up that you are going to enjoy.
Yeah.
And maybe some stuff about the car I'm building too.
Yeah. There was a couple questions on Patreon though.
Yeah, if you guys are following us on Patreon, what helps us do these live chats once a month is all the support we get over there. And as a benefit, we answer questions from you guys, so you can ask in advance. You don't have to sit through this and wait for an answer.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to those.
SRT's going in the midget, not the R2.8. I would love to put that in a bunch of stuff though.
The R2.8 or
Yeah.
the SRT4?
I would put that in. If I was doing any small car, I would put the SRT4 into it because like you can get them so cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The R2.8? Not so cheap.
Not so cheap. I would know. No, it's not cheap at all.
So actually, the
Cummins Steve is really cool. That's a question there.
yeah. So Cummins Steve was really cool. We got to talk to him at the show, but then we also went to a builders meeting afterwards.
Yeah,
to
behind
get,
the scenes, that was the best.
right, and we've been talking with Cummins Steve since then, and we're gonna try and make it happen. We'll have to buy our own 2.8, but we do have some cool stuff lined up with that, and it'll be a build like you've never seen before. So
Maybe.
it's not
Maybe.
going in a Jeep.
Just hold on,
It's
maybe.
not
maybe.
going in a Dakota. It's not going in an S10.
Oh, that'd
It's
be
not going in
sweet.
a Gremlin. It's
Let's
going
put it in the K
something.
car.
So start commenting as to what you would put the 2.8 in and what the dumbest thing you could put the 2.8 into.
Okay, here's
and
a
it'll probably
here's a
be
good
one of
question. I would if we talked about this before. Would you do the 4BT or the 2.8? I know what I would pick out of the two because you were talking about the cost associated. Because the 4BT, how much does a 4BT go for now? Just a core.
A 4BT core is like $3,500. Now you might be able to get it running and throw it in and never have an issue, or you might need a complete rebuild.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's-
everybody says here it turns over is $3,500. Easy. 4,000,
yeah,
4,500 is not out of line.
So a little bit more money and you've got a brand new engine you don't have to touch.
Yes and no, because there's this thing called Canada and U.S. And
Yeah, but
it's like
Canada. We're not talking. We're not talking. You gotta think of you're in the U.S. because 90% of these people are in the U.S.
I'm just saying. So if for me, I would pick a 4BT any day of the week because I can buy it for $3,500. I can buy a rebuild kit for $1,000, and for 20 hours I can have it stripped down and rebuilt.
But that's you not paying anybody to do it.
Right. But we make videos so that we can show people how to do it.
Yes.
Right.
I'm talking about the average guy, Rich. I'm not talking about you, Mr. Super Diesel. Okay.
No.
Of course.
So the 2.8 is...
Why don't we just put a 2-stroke Detroit and everything?
We should.
2000...
Hoogie's the moderator for our channel? Anyway.
Just made him a moderator.
Okay,
kick him out. Don't...
The 2.8...
Don't give him more power.
For us,
go to his head.
We've never seen a 2.8 in Canada yet because it's originally $9,000 US price tag.
Yeah, no, it is expensive.
Converted, divide that by 0.76, and then add taxes and brokerage.
I get it.
I'm just saying.
I get it. In Dunnville, you'll never see one.
Right. So in the US, 2.8. In Canada, 4BT.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question.
You said, what would you do? As a Canadian, I would do 4BT.
If you were an American, Rich, what would you do?
And living in the States, probably do a 2.8.
You know what? You could be a snowbird. You can go there a couple months, come here a couple months. What would you do?
Do I get my pension from the States or do I get my pension from the...
Well, it depends if you have a U.S. citizenship or not.
If I'm a U.S. citizenship, and why would I come to Canada in the summer? That's just dumb. Anyway.
It's pretty nice up here. Anyway, forget Rich. Go with the 2.8 if you can get a good deal on it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Anyway, sorry. Cool. We got to bring it back to Patreon.
Yeah.
What?
And then we'll come back to your questions. Sorry. So... the 2.8, we had a couple questions. The one was, what should I tow with?
Right here. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, if you do a job on a tractor and I quote 8 hours and it ends up taking me 5 hours, how much do I quote?
8 hours?
Or how much do I charge? I've done it where I've charged 6 hours because I make $1 or an hour. I make an hour's wage for working my ass off and getting it done in 5 hours, and the customer's still happy because it's 2 hours less than what he asked for. But bringing that back, that's on something that I know 100%, like putting a clutch in a Massey. I know how long it takes to split the tractor, whether it's rusted or not. The bolts are big. Everything's easy to get at. I know how long that takes. The problem is we live in the Salt Belt. Anything that's within warranty or within... whatever is 150,000 kilometer warranty or 100,000 kilometer warranty, it goes back to the dealership. Anything after that, we get rusted out piles of garbage. So when you... Can I spit on you, really?
It's okay. I won't.
So, but it's like when a bolt snaps, it takes an extra hour. So it's hard to quote a job and get the job if you're thinking worst case scenario.
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Anyway... Generally, we just quote it by the hour and say, this is how much it costs by an hour, and you have to trust me as a mechanic that if it takes me 6 hours, it takes me 6 hours. If it takes me 12 hours, it takes me 12 hours. But that's how I quote the job.
Yeah. Next question. Where do you find wire diagram?
On the internet.
On the internet? Google Images more than search anything. Images is your secret.
Yeah, you have to be careful on years and stuff because you can get mixed up.
Right. And you type in wiring diagram for 69 Mustang. The first 3 will be Mustang, and the other ones after that will be varying years of whatever Mustang you're looking for, or not even close to it. But also ask around, and all my wiring diagrams and stuff that I need technically, I ask for shops that have the stuff, and I buy parts off of them and whatever. So
P1800 would be nice for a 2.8. Sorry, I just saw that.
How much
I love the P1800.
How much tax of 1 hour work as a percentage? Will we have to charge 13%
We're
HST?
in Canada, yeah. We're in Ontario.
How is a typical day from breakfast to night drink for all of you? Milk. I drink a lot of milk.
Water. You drink water. You drink milk.
I drink a lot of milk.
You drink milk like...
No, he's asking what is a typical day in the life from morning till the end of the day.
You get up, you work, you do stuff. I don't know.
So Stefan is single. So what's your typical day?
I'm not single, I'm married.
I'm just... Oh, sorry. You're married, but you got no kids. That's what I meant to say.
I still look after my dogs.
I know.
I got 2 dogs.
Okay.
They're cool.
So he takes his dogs for a walk, and then he goes to...
I don't walk them.
Let the dogs out.
I get up, I make breakfast, I get my girls ready for the bus, I put them on the bus, then I usually go back in, have a coffee just to relax and answer some emails, then I go in the shop, work all day, and then usually 3 of the 5 nights a week we have something going on, whether it's church related, this or whatever, and then weekends hang out at home. How about you, Aaron?
Me, it's
Your life is changing because you get to work from home now.
yeah. I'm working from home past couple weeks. So right now, I'm balancing work between Deboss Garage and work that I do in Burlington from home now. So I'll work whenever I get up. Take that with the rest of what I say.
But it goes to bed at like 4 or 5 in the morning. So.
Yeah. So I'll work until
you work like a monster. I don't
around dinner time. Take that off. Spend the evening with my girls. Put them all to bed, and then work spend time with my wife for a few hours. This is not every day, but some days it's like this, and then I'll work again until like 4 a.m. Have a sleep then until maybe like 11 or so. I wake up.
You have a quick nap and then you go back to work?
Sometimes I'll have 2 naps. So I'll have a nap. I'll go to sleep when my girls go to sleep.
This way?
And then wake up again.
Huh?
And work through the night. But most times I'm trying to...
Yeah, you don't sleep, I don't think. You're just a monster.
Yeah, most times I'm trying to regulate better.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it. You got to keep in mind that we both basically
Fridays are pretty, like, that's my chill day. Saturday... I'm getting ready for Sunday, and then Sunday I'm off. So
yeah, you got to realize that we both all 3 of us have full-time jobs. So the YouTube thing is still on the side. We're starting to creep over. Aaron's working.
It's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
Well, it's just taking a lot of time.
Yeah. So
a lot of time. You'd be surprised how much time YouTube takes over your life.
And it's been 3 years, and we're just starting to we see a future in this now. We're not just doing this for fun anymore. We can actually see some dollars rolling in yet. So
it's good that I have flexible enough work environment that I can do what I'm doing.
And same with me.
Yeah.
So I'm torn as what to do for a tow rig. Do I put a hitch on my '96 Freightliner or do you use my '94 Dodge? That question kind of that's like asking. Do I use my half-ton truck to tow stuff or my bicycle? It's what are you towing?
Yeah, what are you towing, and how much is it going to cost you to keep that big rig on the road?
Yeah, and
it's all about economics.
I'm not understanding what hitch because what a '94 Dodge can pull isn't what a '96 FLD can pull. So just comment somewhere, and then we'll get back to you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like his end goal is to build a 1-ton dually.
Right,
Cummins,
with the Ford. But
do you need to have a big rig on the road though? Like I would assume you're paying a lot more money to keep that thing going. You got safeties every year. You've got all this kind of extra stuff.
Yeah.
You have a different insurance. It's probably just cheaper to have a regular truck. Well, it's definitely cheaper to have a regular truck than going commercial, right? Which Mercedes? How's the Mercedes doing?
It's been in limbo for a little bit. Every time that I work on the limbo, on the Mercedes, I kind of go back into the red because a lot of that has come out of my pocket, and that's because I felt like it's cost more than we originally thought it was going to cost. So I'm in the black again now, so I can start working on it again and go back on it.
And
there's
a few setbacks.
So that was our first attempt at Mercedes at an LS swap. And I've learned a lot since then, and I would definitely do things different. And even before I give it back to the customer, I want to change those things and make that right. I'm worried about clearances, and I'm worried about tuning and stuff like that. The Holly Training School taught us a lot, and I'm actually going, and as soon as I close my eyes and I think about it, and there's just stuff that I want to do better.
Yeah.
That luckily it's not a daily for him. It's more of a tow and a show car. Sorry. So it's not like he's dependent on it, and he's been extremely understanding about it, and also understands what we've gone through with the crap with the socket left in and whatnot.
Yeah, he's a good friend of all of us.
Yeah.
So
he's a good guy.
So, but I do want to do it right and not give it back to him and then not
Yeah.
answer his phone call the next day and the day after that and the day after that.
When
So I
like
think
a
the
wire
difference-
melts somewhere and it
Yeah.
doesn't start for
Right.
some
And
stupid
the sort
reason.
of probably difference with this and say, well, just LS swap it. Like most people that would attempt something like this aren't generally trying to get everything working like as stock.
No.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they wouldn't have done the gauges and all that stuff. You did quite a bit on that.
So
and it doesn't really fit.
A
that
massive
well.
learning curve, but again, we're all learning together at the same time.
I've learned so much in the past little bit being on Deboss with like tuning and stuff. I'm learning every day.
And
every day.
Holly
It's
School
fun.
was great,
Yeah.
but it did teach you a lot more on what the Holly can do and how to get it to do that, but
Right.
not the actual tuning
Well,
on.
the problem with the Holly School is it was for guys that have already experienced it, and this was getting them up to snuff on the new stuff, not the practical stuff that they do every day anyway that we don't
Right.
do.
When to add timing, when to take timing away, when to add fuel, when
Yeah.
to take fuel away,
Yeah.
when is the fuel modifiers happening, how to set up the boost control properly, how to get the shift properly,
Yeah.
how to compensate for the idle when the fans kick on, or how to compensate
Yeah,
for
that was all good stuff.
But that they don't cover any of that.
Yeah, they did. Some
a
of it.
little bit.
A little bit.
But the nice thing about the Holly is that there's a lot of like self-learning and
Yep.
adjusting on its own, whereas HP tuners, which is what we did on the Mercedes, is a lot you have to do it yourself. So that's where we're at with the Mercedes.
Yeah,
So-
electric is the way to go for hand tools and stuff. I'm still waiting for my Milwaukee stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just steal some of Rich's because
Yeah.
I don't think Milwaukee's gonna give me anything.
So-
Unless you're watching, please send me a ratchet and some impacts.
Yeah, so we have been talking with other companies. I actually went back to Milwaukee and I pitched them Tape Boss, and we made it right into a concept stage where they were sending it out to their contractors.
This is pretty much behind the scenes of kind of all of this
Right, so-
brand deal stuff with them.
Yeah,
The end goal was to see what they would say to Tape Boss.
yeah. So I had a meeting with them, and again, if you guys haven't checked it out, I did invent a tool. It's called Tape Boss, and it's just a little voice recorder that attaches to tape measures, and which is actually how the YouTube channel started. When Milwaukee reached out to us, they said no to it. We went to the NPS 18, and a lot of this stuff, this is a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to YouTube, but actually went and pitched it to them again afterwards. They put it in a concept stage, and unfortunately, it didn't fit in with their 5-year program. They have the next 5 years laid out already for where they have the products. Like, it takes a long time to get a project to market and design it and engineer it, and so unfortunately they said no. So that sucks because we took it to As Seen on TV. It made it to the very end, and it was between that and one other product. They chose the other product. I made it to Dragon's Den, made it all the way in front of the cameras,
Made a
and
deal.
they made a deal, and then they didn't choose my episode to air, which really hurt. It's for sale in Home Hardware, but it seems like we're just close to the very top, and it's like one or the other, and they choose the other, which is the way it goes. It's not the end of the world. We're selling online. We'll have a sale coming up. I love the thing. I just did a roof on my parents' shop, which is coming. That video's coming up.
Yep.
But then again, you're wondering where the videos are. There's 2 weeks of my time just helping my parents out, and I love it. It's hard. It's hard talking serious and then reading comments.
No, they're good. I like laughing.
But we're talking to the next company, and then we'll go from there. So it's been an interesting ride, but now and people think that we're sponsored directly by Milwaukee. We are not.
No.
We're not at all.
I'm not.
No, they just send us tools when they come out with new tools,
They
and
send
that's
you
it.
tools.
There's never.
I'm definitely gonna steal some because they are really good thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a fanboy. I'm on their products, but they're damn good. They're damn.
Thanks, Jason. That's crazy. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Can the tape boss measure TJ's insecurities?
TJ who?
So,
Is that the guy with the
TJ
BRC?
Hunt. Yeah.
With the supercharger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's supercharged
here's
gear.
what happened. We got to explain that with the supercharger, too. It's like we went. So I didn't know who TJ was. We went.
We still don't know.
We
who
made a video
TJ
on the van.
is.
We made a
we
video.
were shooting a video on a vehicle that was
The
Really
the,
cool.
Somebody
the fire
spotted
truck, the fire
this
truck,
vehicle.
which is amazing looking thing.
So we love.
Yeah, check out the Duramax swap fire truck. Worth watching,
and
you'll see why we had to make any content on TJ's car.
So we love home build projects, and even if they're not 100%, if they're not finished, whatever, we love the effort that you guys put into doing it yourself. And we'll admit that budgets suck because you only have so much money. You got to work within your budget, and it's been a lot of that for most of our projects. It's just waiting for the next paycheck to keep going on the project, because money is a massive limiting factor. And when we saw